All right, we'll get started here.
Oh yeah, okay, now.
Bye-bye, Augie.
Good evening, Jim.
Hey, Patrick, how are you?
Good.
Good. Nice to see you. Glad you're here.
I can see you're already at 100 Center Street.
That's right. That's right. We're in the
Skyline Cafe.
Skyline Cafe, exactly. All right, everybody. So we're going to turn now to page 10. And we'll get started with Yediv Nefesh. Page 10, and I'll ask Ellen has asked to read, so I'll ask Ellen to read the English, starting with. Give me a moment. I'll find the right word to start with. Starting with "Beloved of my soul."
Beloved of my soul, compassionate Father, draw me, your servant, to your desire. Would that I could run like a gazelle and bow before your beauty. For I find your love sweeter than honey or any delight. Beautiful, splendorous light of the world, my soul is sick with love. God, please heal her by bathing her in your serene light. Then she shall surely be strengthened and healed and be your servant forever. Ancient One, let your compassion flow. Have pity on the child whom you love, for I have yearned for so long to see your luminescent power. My God, my beloved, hurry please, do not hide. Please, my beloved, reveal yourself, spread the sukkah of your love over me. May the whole world be illuminated with your glory. Then shall we be glad and rejoice in you. My lover, come quickly, for the time has come. Have compassion for me as in days of old.
All right. Yedid nefesh avarachama mishoch Eritzona Yarutz Avdah Kemo Aya Yishtachaveh Mu'adarach Ki Ye'echavlo Yedidutach Mino Fitzuf V'chol Taham Adonai Ziv HaOlam Nafshi cholat avatach Ana elna chifana la beharot la noam zivach oh, sorry. As titchazek v'titrapeh v'hait alah shivchat olam la 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 ya ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya ya la 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 ya ya la 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 ya ya la la ya la 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 ya ya la 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 ya la 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 Okay, we turn to page 11 for the Chuna Rananak. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song. Lechun Rananak. L'Adonai Nariya Litzo Yishenu Nekadama Fanav Betoda Bizmirot Nariya Lo Ki El Gadol Mel Gadol Golim Asher Yiro Mecheretz V'tovot Harim Lo. Come then, let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees in the presence of Adonai, who formed us. Page 12. Ki hu Eloheinu v'nachnu amarito v'tzon yado v'ayom im b'kolo tishmahu. אל תגשו לבבכם כמבינה, כיום מסע במדבר, אשר נשאוני אבותיכם וחונרוני, גם ראו פועלי. At the little arrow on page 12. Arba'im Shana Akud Bedor Va'omaram to'ele b'avim, ve'hem lo yadahu derachai, asher nishbati v'api, im yivahun el menuchati. We turn to page 13. Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash, sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. All right, Sandy, are you willing to read? No, actually, I'm going to have you. Is this the one I want you to read? Yes. Page 15. We will turn to page 15, and I'll ask Sandy to read that from Adonai Reigns. Sandy, you're muted still.
Okay. Adonai reigns. Let the earth be glad. The many distant lands rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround the divine. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers round about. Flashes of lightning illumine the land. The earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the master of all the earth. The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory.
Thank you. We will turn to page 16. And we'll come together at the little arrow. Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name. Oh, have Adonai sinura, shomer nafsho chasidam miyad rishayim yatzileh, or zavru ala tzadik, or yishrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim baronai, Tohu lezecher kodsho. Page 17. Mizmor shiru ladonai shir chadash ki nifalaot asa Oshia lo yemino uzuroa kodsho dia Adonai Yeshua Toho Le'enei Agoim Gilad Tzidkato Zachar Chasto Ve'emunato Levet Yisrael La 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 Eddie, would you read on the top, from the top of page 18, call out to Adonai?
Call out to Adonai all on the earth, break out into cheerful singing. Sing to Adonai to the music of the lyre, and with making music together with horns and shofar. Christ trampled the presence of until let the sea and all sit in the rear, the earth and all you in hope a thunder. Let river clap hands by mountain sings down.
Harmony.
And greetings at mine to come to justice to the earth. Justice the world with justice and the nation will true.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Eddie. Okay, we're going to turn now to page, let's see here if I can find the page, page 23. Page 23 for the Chadodi. We'll get started here. La 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la 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 ya la ya la la. L'shem u'tiferet v'li'tila le'chatodi le'katkala la 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 shnei Shabbat le'kavila ha le'chatodi le'katkala la 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 Nivosh Nikeden, Nisucha, so Maaseh B'Moshe Tefila, Lechadodi, Lechatkalai, Yalalai, 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 B'nei Shabbat, Nikabila, Ha, Ha, Lechadodi, Lechatkalai, Yalalai, 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 B'nei Shabbat, Nikabila. Middle of page 24, the second of the three verses on 24. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'amore, uri, 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 shir the baby, kvod Adonai, alai, igwa, lechadodi, lekatkalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, nekabela, ha, 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 lechadodi, lekatkalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. So I invite you to rise as you are able for the final verse, which is found on page 25. As we welcome Shabbat into our midst, into our hearts. Oi shalom ateret ba'ala gam b'simcha u'tzola toch emunei am segula Oi chala boi chala lecha dodi lima lai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi lika kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi lika kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi lika kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat
There's not a person downstairs. I know, any place in the building.
Quiet.
It's very, very, you know, I think part of it is the weather. The weather is so yucky. I think, you know, if
Nobody's giving out proper
You know
instructions.
what happened to me, Rabbi?
yeah,
I had leaks all over my living room.
oh my gosh.
You
From the
too?
Oh,
window.
Louise, I'm
You
so,
too? Me too.
And
really?
last minute, I noticed, I said, where is this water
On
coming
the
from?
Right.
window.
I see it all over the floor.
Oi,
I'm the
And I
same
had to
way.
call Santana, and he came, and I thought it was wet spot.
Right.
It wasn't, it was more. So I had to call him again.
oh my gosh.
I'm the same way.
Oh,
That's
it's
what
awful.
happened.
I'm so sorry.
Just from the window. He got to fix it. Every time I get when it's really bad, I always get it. So they got to do something.
All right, so we will turn now to page 27. And let's see here. Kent, would you be willing to read in English from a psalm, a song of the Sabbath day?
Sure.
Page 27.
Yes. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. Finger the lute, pluck the harp, let the sound of the lyre rise up. You gladden me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. How wonderful are your works, Adonai, how subtle your designs. The arrogant do not understand. The fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms only to be destroyed forever. But you, Adonai, are exalted for all time.
Page 28.
21 page?
Page 28, we'll come together at the little arrow in Hebrew. Sadikata Amayifra Ke'eres Balmanun Isger Shetzoli Bevet Adonai Bechatzrut Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Beseba Deshenim Ra'ananim Iyu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Avalat Abo. Page, let's see here. Page 29, Adonai Malach Yehu Lavesh. Lavesh Adonai Oti Tazar. Avtichon Tevel Baal Timot. Nachon Kisecha Me'az Me'olam Ata. Nasahu Naharot Adonai, Nasahu Naharot Kolam, Yisa'u Naharot Doch Yam. The rivers rise up, Adonai. The rivers raise up their roar. The rivers raise up their waves. Mikoloho Ma'im Rabbi Adirim Mishperiyam Adir B'marom Adonai. Erotech V'ne'emnu Me'od Leveitcha Nahava Kodesh. Adonai, the Orech Yami. So at this point, we will turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 30. And I will read the list of people at 100 Center Street who died in this month of ER. But if there is someone you are remembering for a yard site, or if you are in mourning and would like to say that person's name, please feel free to unmute yourself and do so. In ER, we remember David Warshaw, Alice Tumarkin, Annabelle Lapper, Edith Flanders, Greta Hamburger, Erwin Pally, Phyllis Title, Barbara Stegan, Joan Cass, Jacob Shekel, B. Maslow, Morris Tonkin, Benjamin Goldberg, and Natalie Wilfeld. Page 30. Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei rabav. Yalama divra fiyute. Yamlich malchute. V'chayechon v'mechon. V'chayeh dechol beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman kafi v'mrami. Yehei shmech rabba mevarach. V'alam volmei v'maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach. V'pa'ar v'tromam v'naseh. V'tadar v'talev v'talav. Shemei de Kutsha, the Ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemot, da amiran v'alamam v'mramim. Yehei shlama rabba min shemayim, v'chaim aleinu, v'yalko Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu, v'yalko Yisrael, v'yalko yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. I invite you to rise as you are able, as we turn to page 38, I'm sorry, not 38, 39, to begin to make the transition from Kabbalat Shabbat, in which we are welcoming Shabbat into our midst, now to Mari, the evening service.
This is A, right?
39A, yep, 39A. Barechu et Adonai Mevorach. Baruch Adonai Mevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Mevorach leolam va'ed. Ellen in Cambridge, would you read for us, please, the first bracha before the Shema? You just need to unmute yourself, though.
Mhm.
Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzavot
Ta'od.
is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk.
Amen. Umaver yom umevi laila. Avdil ben yom uben laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam. Tamid yimochalenu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hamariv haravi. We'll turn to page 40 and we'll sing together. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amecha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishtatim Otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu V'shochbenu kumenu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu V'orech yamenu V'orech yamenu Uvehem negeh Yomam v'layla Yomam v'layla Ki hem chayenu V'orech yamenu Uvehem negeh Yomam v'layla V'yavatecha Al tashim mimenu le'olamim Baruch Adonai Ohev Amo Israel. All right, so I'm going to ask Louise to lead us in the first line of the Shema, and then everyone can recite the second line silently or out loud, whatever is your custom, and then we can chant together the Aveh.
Hear, O Israel, Adonai is that God, Adonai is one.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol lebavcha u'chol nafshecha u'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvachim ha'ever asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinataham levanecha v'dibachavam v'shivtecha b'veitzecha uvlechtecha b'derech uv'shoftecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We'll continue on page 42. Please feel free to use whatever language you would like, or the English, the Hebrew, the commentary, or the meditations of your own. Adonai Elohechem Emen. We'll turn now to page 43a. Emet v'menakol zot v'kayim aleinu ki hu Adonai Eloheinu v'yin zulato. V'enachnu Yisrael amo. This is our enduring affirmation binding on us that Adonai is our God and there is none other, and we, Israel, are God's people. Page 44. U'malchuto b'ratzon kibalu aleihem Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael lechanu shira b'simcha rabba v'yameru chulam mi chamocha v'elim Adonai mi kamocha Nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osef v'heleh malchutecha ra'u banecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe ze'eli anu v'yameru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar Ifada Adonai et Yaakov, Ugalomi et Chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai Gal Yisrael. Okay, page 45. Bernie, are you willing to read on page 45?
No.
No? Okay, sounds good. Ellen, would you read Allow Us?
Sure. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Seal us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people, Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Amen. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, Baruch ata Adonai, Aporei sukat shalom aleinu, Yal kol amo Yisrael, V'ha Yerushalayim. So hello, Hadassah. Good Shabbos. We will turn now to page 46 for Vishamru. The people of Israel shall observe Shabbat, maintaining it as an everlasting covenant throughout all generations. It is a sign between me and the people of Israel for all time, that in 6 days Adonai made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day ceased from work and rested. Israel, Oti leolam, Oti leolam, Oti leolam, Vishamru, Bnei Israel, Hashabbat, La'asod et Hashabbat, L'tochotam berit olam. Asa Adonai, Asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael Shabbat לעשות את השבת בתוך הברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הברית עולם. All right, so we will turn now, but we'll continue on page 46. I'll invite everyone to rise as they are able for the Chatzi Kaddish. All right. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba v'yalmad yivrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayerecho beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kari v'yimeru amin yesh me'abba mivarach Yalamu me'alnaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtaba V'yita'avid Romam Yitnaseh V'yitada V'yitalev V'yitalav Shmer G'resha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Bechata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran bi'alma v'yimeru amen. All right, so we will turn now to page 47. I invite you to remain standing as you are able. The custom in this congregation is to read the first three brachas out loud together and then to continue silently after that. Adonai sfatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may speak your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Moteinu v'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Erev Yehud. Gomer chasadim tohumim v'konei ha'akol v'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot u'mevi go'el livnei b'neihem l'ma'an shemo b'achava melech ozer Moshe u'maged Baruch atah Adonai magen Avraham u'fuked Sarah atah gibor le'olam Adonai mechayei metim ata rab le'hoshia Morid hatal, mechalkel chaim bechesed, mechaye meitim berachamim rabim, tomech noflim berofei cholim, umatir asurei, umekayem emunato, lishenei apani, kamocha ba'al grot, umidomelav, Melech minidum nechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman atah v'hachayot metim Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hametim atah kadosh v'shemcha kadosh u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahlalu chasela Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. קידשת את יום השביעי לשמך את אחים ועשה שלום. Say, I don't know, you know, We will be on page 51. Page 51 for Shalom Ra. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amecha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amecha Kasim Leolam. Ki ata melech Adon Chol HaShalom. Ki ata melech Adon Chol HaShalom. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amecha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amecha Kasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amecha Yisrael. Sorry, et amecha Yisrael. Bechol עת ובכל שעה לשלומך. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amecha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amecha Kasim Leolam. Kasim Leolam. Kasim Leolam. All right, so we will turn, if you have a book in front of you, it's page 173. Is that correct? 173? I don't think I,
Yeah.
173. Let's see. And I'll get it up on the.
List.
There we go. Okay, so please unmute yourself if you would like to say the name of someone who is in need of healing. Sandy, you're already unmuted. So
Yes,
you know
I'm
what?
unmuted, but I want,
So why don't you get
I
started?
don't, I don't want the Russian here,
You don't want the what here?
the Russian. What I have here is Misha Berach Avotenu in
There you go.
English letters. How about having it just the English?
There you go, just English. That's all you got.
This is not what I want or what we're accustomed to.
No, this is a little different. This is I thought I would make it bigger on the screen for you. I don't have access to the other text. This is the same. This is the same.
Okay.
All right. So Sandy, whom are you remembering tonight?
I'm asking for help for my daughter Ellen Zuniga for David Engels, for Elaine Skolnick, for Rosemary and Yair Alroy,
Judy,
Coco, Leomi Razel, Faye Kravitz, Leslie Goldman.
Hetty,
My sister Rosie and her husband Sean, and my friend Maria, and I need you to help Seal.
thank you. Bernie, anybody?
Nope.
Louise?
Liz Jellick, Michael Snyder, Howard Snyder, Happy Pagelu, Susan Poe, Rosa Tyler, Esther Left, and Lisa Escobar.
Thank you. And Ellen, anybody?
No.
So I remember Tamar, Bob Miriam, my father Jim Morgan, Natalia, and Lev. Mi shebera avote nekora beracha imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebera imotenu mekor beracha liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. All right, so we will switch back to our prayer book here, and we will turn to page 55 for Kiddush. And this week, our usual Kiddush reciter is actually in with her son, whose birthday it is this weekend. So she's with him celebrating. That's why she's not here. So we will say this. I will take care of it tonight. So please feel free to rise as you are able. Sabri Chavai Chavarotai Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Amen. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavav ratzon inchilanu zikaro l'maaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki vanu b'acharta Yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yahava u'kratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. Well, good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
Ooh, that is some.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah?
That is some aged Manischewitz. I'm not sure that Manischewitz is supposed to be aged.
How
Woo.
old is it?
I have no idea, but it's old.
Oh,
All right, so we will turn to page 56. We can continue to rise as we continue to stand as we are able for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol la'tein gula li'utzeh bereishim shelo asanu k'goyei haratzon v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'goralenu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלאכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצר הארץ ומושב יתקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו וגוהה מרומים הוא אלוהינו רם את מלכנו אפסולתו ככתוב בתוכתו וידעת היום וישיבות אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים למעלה ועל הארץ מתחת אלוהו. על כן נכוון לך אדוני אלוהינו, לראות מהירה בתפארת וזכר, להעביר גלילים מן הארץ והעיירים יקרות דבריך. לתקן בעולם במלכות שדי, בכל בני בשר יקראו בשמך. להפנות אליך כל ראשי הארץ, ויכירו ויודעו כל יושבי תבל, כי לך תכרע כל דרך, תשמע כל לשון. לפניך אדוני אלוהינו יכלו ויפולו, לכבוד שמך ויקר, ייתנו. יקבלו כולם את כל מלכותך ותמלוך עליהם מהר לעולמם. כי המלכות שלך היא ולמעט תמלוך וכבוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יחיה רעייך ושמו All right, so we will turn finally now to, let's see, the page, actually, this page is not in here either. Let's see, page 211, I think it is, 211, page 211.
That's a donor one.
oh yeah,
211.
All right, there we go. Adon Olam Hashem Allah, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nifra, V'et Nasa B'chefzo Bo, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei Yichlot HaKol Levado, Yimloch Nora, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hove, V'hu Yihye B'tifara, V'hu Yihye B'tifara, V'hu Echad, V'yem Sheni Elam Shilo, V'ha'chira, V'li Reshi, V'li Tachlit, V'lo Ha'oz, V'ha'misra, V'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra v'hu Eli v'chaygo ali v'tzor k'bli v'yetzara v'hu nisi u'manosli v'natosi v'yom ekra v'natosi v'yom ekra v'yado ha'kibruchi v'yet v'shan v'ya'ira v'himruchi v'dinati Adonai li v'lo ihra Adonai li v'lo ihra. Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, everybody. So nice to see everybody, whether on whether in person or on Zoom or some combination thereof. It's nice to be with everybody. Good Shabbos, Patrick. Good Shabbos, Evelyn, and
Yep.
Judy, and Fran, Jacob, and Kent, and Sandy. And thank you so much, Hetty. You can leave your books on the chairs. We're gonna be back up here tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back up here.
10
So
o'clock?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, bright and early. Actually, it's probably gonna be gloomy and early. I think the weather is not supposed to be good, any better tomorrow than today, but
Shabbat
hopefully there
shalom.
won't be snow.
Good
Shalom.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
You're gonna be here tomorrow, Ellen? Okay,
I'll be here.
great. Looking forward to it.
Oh, yes.
Great. Great to see you, Patrick. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you're
Thanks,
welcome.
Ellen. Talk to you soon. Good Shabbos.